families down the road. We have to know that we have to defend our constitutional rights in our county, and that needs to go every county by county. That's how we survive. I'm a survivor. And so, I wish I could say there weren't any of these that we weren't all grassroots, but I know we're not. I wish we were. But it's something we have to always fight for and keep going.
Yeah. Thank you, Kim. Do you believe the party is controlled more by grassroots or insiders?
So it was controlled more by grassroots 2 years ago at the San Antonio convention, which was my first convention, and I loved it. It went fine. I thought somehow we got the money to pull it off. I am concerned that I'm hearing rumors that now the insiders are trying to take control. And here's the thing. The Texas Constitution says that all power is inherent in the people, not the political class. So I'm concerned about that. I think they're trying to take control, but we're stronger in numbers, and we just need to fight back, stand up, and say no.
Okay, thank you. Okay, first question is to Mark. What would you change about how the SREC currently operates, if anything?
What do I change about how it operates?
If there's anything you would change.
Is there anything I would change? Well, I had to think on that really, actually, but like I said, I think the SREC also needs to be held accountable, just like anybody else in the party would be, elected official. You're elected. So that's something I would change. I think that they need to be more, they need to be pushed more to stay in constant contact with the Republican chairs. I think we need to really stress that, and it's evidently it's not stressed enough, because we needed a lot of help in this past primary session. As their chairs, all the chairs know, where it was a real problem with the SOS and the new software. There was a real problem in the party. Had a lot of troubles, getting things out there with YouTube. So there were a lot of changes that had to be dealt with. So that's, I know of those things I would try to push for.
Thank you. Okay, Kim, what, if anything, would you change how the SREC currently operates?
You know, the big thing that I've seen and that I've heard from other people is that the information is just not getting down to the county chairs and the precinct chairs. It might be getting to the county chair, but it's not getting to the precincts. And the website needs some help. It's just, the information is just not there. So that, to me, would be the biggest thing, and that's kind of my wheelhouse, and that's why I'm excited about this position, because I'm hoping I can help in that area. Other than that, I do want to see it continue to be more bottom up and less top down, for sure.
Amen.
Definitely agree with the website. It is lacking information and how to navigate it. It could be a little bit more friendly. As far as SREC as a whole, I do believe that we have mechanisms in place, but I do believe that also that we need less top-down, authoritative, how do you say that? Authoritarian, there you go, that's the word I was looking for. We don't need that from the top down. This is a grassroots organization, and we need to work from the grassroots to the top, not the top down. And we definitely need an educational committee or platform, whoever, to be able to get this education that I spoke about earlier, to be able to get people educated on going out and vote and recruiting young Republicans into our party. I do believe those two are actually three main things that we had worked on.
Thank you.
Okay, this question goes to Kim. And since you're running unopposed, you can just answer this in a certain way. The question is, why should voters trust you over your opponent? But I would say in your case, why should voters trust you?
Well, I'll tell you why. I have a plethora of coaches. I do not have a shortage of coaches, of wonderful people who have gone before me and have been in the trenches. All I have to do is pick up the phone, and if I have a question and I'm in doubt about anything, I have so many people I can reach out to for support. So I think that's the biggest thing. And other than that, it's just, I am very customer service focused, and very responsive. So if someone reaches out to me, I'm gonna give them an answer, period.
Thank you. Okay, the question goes to Jim. Why should voters trust you over your opponent?
Well, I don't know anything about my opponent. However, I have been a part of several different organizations and in leadership positions within those organizations. And I definitely have those skills to bring forth to the SREC. I'm a very fast learner, which is great. And I have an understanding of how rules and regulations operate, because in some of those organizations that I've been in, I have had to research office personnel management, OPM regulations for the federal government, and code federal regulations for the government. So I have a pretty good understanding of how things work and operate, which is a great tool that I can bring forth to the SREC if elected as your committee man.
Thank you. The question goes to Mark, and I'll adjust it. Why should voters trust you? Why should voters trust you?
Over my opponent?
Over your opponent, or generally speaking? If you-
No, I don't know my opponent, like he said.
Yeah, that's why we're adjusting.
Well, no, I'm just a country boy, I'm a Ronald Reagan guy, I believe that we have to, you just gotta be, I'm always straightforward with everybody. And I just try to do that, try to convey that. I'm sure my opponent's fine with that, I'm not gonna. But, I've always been that way. My granddaddy was that way, my great granddaddies. We were all working people, and we made our living in the public sector, in the oil and gas business, and with cattle, and just hard working people. And that's the only way I know to do it is straight up. So I don't play the games, and there's no gimmicks with it. I just tell it like it is, and do what. I want to get it done. And we need to do what needs to be done and get it done and cut the nonsense. So.
Okay, thank you. Okay, y'all are almost out of the hot seat. We'll head do closing remarks. If there's any last few words that you want to say, Jim, you go first.
Well, I don't know what else there is to add. The leaps and bounds that Red River County has made during my short 2-year term as the county chair, with the collaboration with my CEC, we have had more exposure with Red River County. Our Facebook page has grown. We have passed multiple resolutions, and a few of them actually got adopted by the RPT at the SREC meetings. Having attended those, I have seen how the inner workings of the SREC is in RPT, and it has given me a passion to realize that with moving these resolutions forward, that we can actually make a change. Yes, and I get it, resolutions is just a small part of it, a start in the right direction with those within the RPT to try to get them on the platform, and also being able to meet with our representatives down there. Since I've been going there, I guess I was there 3 or 4 times this last session. So I've got a working knowledge of how Austin works. Plus, I used to go to Washington, D.C. when I was Red River Army Depot lobbying for workload at Red River and federal benefits. So dealing with congressmen and senators is something that is not new for me. I can deal with them. I'm not intimidated by them. I've dealt with full-bird colonels at depots, and they put their pants on just the same way that I do. So you have to treat them as an equal.
Thank you, Jim. We appreciate you. Okay, Kim.
Okay, so when I was actually, this was not on my radar to run for events that I had put on for some campaigns. And so they felt like I would be a good candidate. And after praying about it, and catching the vision, and then realizing every step I've taken since then, going out and visiting the different clubs and talking to the people, I have felt the Lord in it. So I really feel like this is what He's leading me to do. I feel called to do it. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the vision that He's given me to help promote the RPT, to bring more people into the fold, to just get more people into the Republican Party and woken up as much as we can. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about seeing everyone in Houston, and I hope that we'll get down there, we'll have a great time, and everything will go well. And I really appreciate everybody's support.
Don't mind if I stand up and get cramped here. Anyway, like I said, I'm a Ronald Reagan guy. You're in agreement 80% of the time. You're in agreement. My mother can tell you we were a Goldwater family in 1964. If anybody's old enough to remember that, we even got dirty letters from the neighbors because the neighborhood was 90% Democrat. But we've got to stop the bickering. We've got some very, very important elections coming up this fall. This Senate seat is vital. And, there's no perfection. Like I said, 80% of the time we're in agreement. But, we get all divided. I'm the guy that jumped off the farm around the cow pasture to get involved in this mess at 62 years old because I saw a need for common sense people to get involved. And so I did. And what I have seen in the last 6 years is how easy we get so divided over a small number of issues, a candidate here and there, and it's not that big a deal 90% of the time. I mean, you may have one here and there that's pretty off, but it's not that bad. But what I'm saying is now we have to put this behind us. I still see negative comments on this social media. I've gotten where I hate to even look at it because it is dividing us. We do not need that now, people. We cannot afford to lose that Senate seat. The candidates, I don't know. Don't ask me. That's what I tell people. You have to make your choice there. But it is close. We know it can be close. We do not want a leftist, socialist, communist type dictator as a United States Senator. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Bob. Everyone give our candidates a hand.